when right-wing lawmakers that should be aligned with Donald Trump tell him to F off literally on the floor of the European Parliament, I'm there for it. And my new hero of the day is Denmark's Anders Vistisen. I'm Michael Popok. You're on the MeidasTouch Network and Legal AF. Yes, the belly laughs of the Europeans and the rest that Donald Trump, as they continue to troll him, continue, and we are here for it. Let's talk about what it's all about. Greenland, of course, you know, the thing that MAGA doesn't want Donald Trump to spend any money, time, or energy trying to acquire by force or by purchase. And now we're having the act out that we were expecting. I'm going to play you a clip now of Anders Vistisen on the floor of the European Parliament before he was chastised by the person presiding, in which he told Donald Trump to go do something anatomically impossible. I guess that's the right way to put it. Let's play the clip.
Mr. Trump, f*** off. Dear President Trump, listen very carefully. Greenland has been part of the Danish kingdom for 800 years. It's an integrated part of our country. It is not for sale. Let me put it in words you might understand. Mr. Trump, f*** off.
It is not okay in this house of democracy. Thank you. Regardless of what we think of Mr. Trump, it is not possible to use such language.
That's my hero of the day. Greenland has been part of the Danish kingdom for 800 years. It's integrated part of our country. It is not for sale, he said. I love when he looks at the camera and he says, and in case I'm not direct enough, here's what you can go do to yourself. Now, the presiding officer of the vice president of the parliament, Nikolai Stefanuta, and I may be mispronouncing this, and I apologize in advance, apparently told Vistisen to watch his P's and Q's, or maybe he'll wash him out with some sort of European soap. He said, this is the translation. Or this is the comment that was made. If the translation was correct, I love how diplomatic they are. The term you used is not allowed in this house, and there will be consequences to the message you have used. It is not okay in this house of democracy. Thank you. Regardless of what we think of Mr. Trump, it is not possible to use such language. That last bit there, by the vice president, regardless that we agree with you, we would like Trump to do exactly what you said. We shouldn't be saying these things on the House of the European Parliament. Vistisen took to X, or whatever Twitter's called these days, and not only posted a clip of him saying exactly that. He said, Greenland is not for sale. Greenland has been part of the Denmark for 800 years. Any true patriot should understand that this is an unacceptable attack on national sovereignty. You know, what I think is also fascinating here is how the right wing around the world that should see Donald Trump as their poster boy, right, should be giving them the Elon Musk salute, instead is critical of him and sees him for the fascist bully that he has become. The shining beacon on the hill, America, the shining democracy. How are we going to make any more democratic countries in the world, or support democratic countries, when we ourselves are led by somebody who does not believe in democracy or sovereignty or our NATO alliances or our European allies, is constantly attacking them all the way into the White House? You know, how many social media posts are we going to see about the 20 and 25% tariffs on allies, not enemies, on allies like Canada and Mexico and the European Union? Yeah, Donald Trump's all upset, even though he doesn't know what the BRICS group is, BRICS. He's all upset because allies and others had the temerity to join together to try to have some sort of economic leverage against the United States that's beating its chest about tariffs. Donald Trump is creating his own enemies around the world, and therefore we have new enemies around the world. Donald Trump's bluster and bullying has several negative, deleterious impacts, right? One, it emboldens our enemies and it makes new enemies. Donald Trump is a terrorist and enemy manufacturing plant. You know, every time he attacks other countries, denies their sovereignty, invites war, invites takeovers, invites bullies like Putin to be out of control, he is making new terrorists and enemies for the United States. The start of a new year is the perfect time to get organized, set goals, and prioritize what matters most. For me, a top priority is my financial wellness, which feels more important than ever now that I'm going full-time with my media work. And I've opened a new law firm. Thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. They show me all of my subscriptions right in one place and help me easily cancel ones that I forgot I've been paying for. Rocket Money also pulls together all of my spending across all of my different accounts so I can clearly track my spending habits and see where I can cut back. Let me give you an example of Rocket Money in my life. Missing out on a show that everyone is talking about isn't an option for me. I'm constantly signing up for this streaming service or that one. And then a few months later, I realize I've still been paying for the service long after I finished the show. Getting Rocket Money was a game changer for me. They'll find your unwanted subscriptions and even help you cancel them, so you never have to worry about them slipping through the cracks. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts. Rocket Money's new goals feature automatically saves money for you so you don't have to think about it. Pay off credit card debt, put away money for a house, or just build your savings. Rocket Money makes it easy. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service so you don't have to. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/legalaf today. That's rocketmoney.com/legalaf. One more time, rocketmoney.com/legalaf. That's one. He's destroying at the same time needed alliances that we have with our allies. We need them for the intelligence gathering around the world. We need them for national security. We need them to join the coalition of the willing when we decide as a country that we need to put boots on the ground or do something else. And that will happen over the next 4 years in a military operation, right? So we're destroying that. We are upsetting the world economy. He's trying to put America first in everything, but all that's going to do is destroy the global interconnectedness of our economy and put the world into a tailspin. None of the things I've outlined so far are a positive. Also, America stops being a beacon of hope for other countries thinking about throwing off the shackles of communist dictators or socialist dictators or any military strongman and to yearn to breathe free in a democracy. When you look at the example that's sitting in the White House, that's not very encouraging to our brand of democracy around the country, because Donald Trump has hijacked the brand. He's slipped over. It's like when you put some sort of skin or wrap around your car to change the color. Donald Trump's taken the democracy, the American brand of democracy, and he shrink wrapped it with this dark MAGA cover. Underneath it is the beating heart of democracy, I assure you. We just need to throw off the yoke of Donald Trump and get him to lose horribly at the midterm elections. All is acting out now that we're seeing these hundreds and hundreds of executive orders, many of them phony, many of them unconstitutional. He knows it. Many of them just done to pander to his political base and political audience, right? Those are the things we need to hold Donald Trump accountable for and MAGA accountable for and the rest of the GOP, and throw the bums out. Run them out on a rail at the midterms, if not before. When they fall, we will be there not to catch them, I guess is the right way to put it. So I love this reporting that I'm doing today. I have a special joy, a little pep in my step to talk about this particular guy. And Anders Vistisen, of Denmark is just expressing what the rest of the world feels. I mean, we've been running a series of hot takes here. Francis Maxwell's done some great stuff. Of course, Ben Meiselas always does some great stuff, where we're showing world leaders just rolling their eyes and now acting out. In the rock, paper, scissors of Mexico versus the United States, Claudia Sheinbaum is winning. Yeah, she's showing that she's tough and has the mettle to lead a democracy in Mexico. Yeah. We're seeing the same thing in Panama. All Donald Trump is doing is strengthening the hand of our allies against us. I agree with the Panamanian sovereignty claims and to tell Donald Trump to go F off and get his hands off the Panama Canal that we returned back under Jimmy Carter of all things. That's all we're seeing our allies be strengthened and emboldened. We're seeing them laugh and roll their eyes and worse at Donald Trump. Even Canada, where Donald Trump helped destabilize their government. I mean, he certainly didn't help. I think that was a sort of a trap that was set by Donald Trump that they walked into. You've got the replacement of the Trudeau government, but I think the person that gets in is going to be worse for Donald Trump and worse for the United States than Justin Trudeau. And now they're saying, what we're going to do, I love the strategy of this. Canada is going to handpick the states and the senators and the Congress people who have products, and they're going to tariff those. Florida, we don't like Florida, orange juice, chocolate, bourbon, whatever comes out of America and the red states, they're going to tariff as a response. And getting into a trade war with our allies is not going to help the economy lower the price of eggs or whatever the heck people thought they were voting for when they voted for Donald Trump to fix an economy that was already booming. And this Greenland takeover thing, is a lot of noise. We'll continue to follow it right here on the MeidasTouch Network and on Legal AF. I'm Michael Popok. Legal AF, the YouTube channel. Now's the time to join. Break the Glass moment is here. Come on over to Legal AF, the YouTube channel, in collaboration with the MeidasTouch Network. Help us get to 500,000 in our first 5 or 6 months of existence. We built it and we're standing on the shoulders of the MeidasTouch audience and Legal AF, the Legal AF audience. And now I curate a special channel devoted to law and politics over at Legal AF MTN. So until my next reporting, I'm Michael Popok. In collaboration with the MeidasTouch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories at the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.